Hey guys, Kira here, and this time, as you can tell by the title, basically what I'm going to be doing in this video is, for those of you who don't know, first of all, the trailer for the Blue Lock anime is announced. I don't know when it's going to come out, I just know it's going to be in 2022, and basically in this video, I'm going to talk about one, the trailer, and then two, if you came here because of the trailer, so then you just want to read the manga, or at least some news about it. I'm basically just going to be talking about like what you should expect from the series, right? And overall, maybe give my slight thoughts on it, but it's not gonna be a review. I'm not gonna like go in depth about anything. Really, I'm just gonna talk about what I thought about in the trailer, and then also what I thought about like what you should expect, whether it be good or bad. That's basically what I'm gonna talk about. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. Also, before we get on with the video, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe since it helps a lot. Also turn on bell notifications. I do also have a Discord server now, so check that out in the description. But yeah, I'm not gonna rant about this for too long, so let's get straight into the video. So to start off, I think the best thing about it, or at least that noticeably just like stuck out to me, was one, like the visuals. I'm not talking about animation, just like the visuals. You know, like for example, how like if you just took a screenshot, how it would look, and then two, like I really felt that the main character Isagi Yoichi, his voice actor like really felt that it would just like fit in with his character. But anyways, basically, also let me preface this beforehand. I've only ever seen Inazuma 11, and which like in terms of soccer anime, and that was like at least 5 years ago. And then I've watched like 2 episodes of Captain Tsubasa. So basically, what I'm gonna say is, I know this is a trailer, so obviously the animation's not gonna be out of this world and super fluid. But like with some of the stuff I saw, I kind of felt, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's bad because like it looked good, but like the actual movements themselves didn't feel great. Again, this isn't that big of a complaint because it's a trailer, so like it's still in production. It probably does, like they probably only animated that one sequence, so I don't think that they're gonna have the best animation for any trailer, unless you're like Ubisoft, right, who has like the best animation in like every other aspect. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that it didn't look that fluid to me. Like that's one of the things that stuck out, which is not the best thing, but it's, you know, it's whatever. So the trailer, I mean, I've seen better trailers, but I'm also very hyped for it because I've been caught up for Blue Lock for 1 or 2 years, and then I first heard about it, I think from a Super Eye Patch Wolf video at around like chapter 16, and I didn't read it for like half a year or something. That I started reading, I think at chapter 32 or chapter 82, something like that. And then I've just been caught up ever since, and it's been a really fun thing to read. It's one of my favorite things to read weekly. I definitely recommend it. But let me actually talk about like the pluses and minuses you might expect. First of all, Blue Lock is a shonen, so it's all like as most shonen are, right? It's gonna be very hype filled and just really enjoyable, right? I do think the characters, they might not be like that super deep like Berserk cast that has like layers and layers and layers upon writing, but they're still like all very fun to read. They all have their nice motives. I feel like a lot of the characters get enough screen time, which is a complaint I have with a lot of series, that some characters don't get enough screen time. I feel like this series evenly balances it out with every other character. And I feel like some of the antagonists, which for the most part are the people surrounding him, but the antagonists also like do their job. They're menacing, and like the way that Isagi grows with every like step and every single test that he has to take, not in a written test, but you know what I mean, every test he has to take, it really feels like he progresses a lot, right? Like you see him at the start of the series, and then like where he is right now, and you might think it's like a very big change, and you consider it a big change. I honestly could understand that, but like it still feels like he's a similar person, but that he still learned a lot. Now, one complaint I've seen a lot, like just with a lot of people who read Blue Lock, a lot of people just hate on Blue Lock, it's the dialogue. And that's not to say dialogue is like bad. It's just that, for example, there's one panel that's just like, I wasn't the king. A lot of complaints with Blue Lock are the quote unquote edgy or like more pretentious quotes when they're just talking about soccer, right? This series, or football, whatever you're from. I'm just gonna say soccer because I'm from America. But like a lot of the panels, you'll see them and they kind of look, I can understand if you look ridiculous. Like for example, there's one where the guy looks like he's being restrained with a muzzle. I know that looks ridiculous, but like I kind of ignore that kind of thing, right? Because you shouldn't really go into the series expecting super deep writing or anything. Just feel like it's a cool story that's fun to read, and that's it. Now, I also don't mind. I think the dialogue is pretty different and entertaining. It's got some cool concepts, especially with Bachira and Isagi and all those characters. But if you think that kind of thing is boring, or you don't like that edgy quote-unquote dialogue, I'll probably have some examples of it on screen, but if you don't like that kind of thing, then this series might not be for you, because you're going to have to read the dialogue in every chapter. It's like something you can skip, or not something that happens a lot. But that's one complaint I've seen a lot, but I personally don't mind it. Also, the art, I mean, pretty obvious considering like most of this video, if not all of this video, is edited with just panels of the manga, but the art is honestly really, really good and just like really detailed. And also, especially recently, the art has had some really good like sense of movement where like you can feel them moving, and they like, it's not like bad paneling. It's some very good paneling that they've had. Now, another thing is the story, right? I know this is kind of random, but the story, it's not the best story, right? Don't come in here expecting, again, Berserk or anything like that. First of all, but like, before I keep going, this series is most likely not going to be your top 9, your top 10 or anything like that. But it's still a very fun and enjoyable series that if you ignore the corny dialogue that can sometimes be found, you'll most likely enjoy. Now, I'm personally one of those people that can ignore the corny dialogue and just enjoy the series. You might not be. Everyone's different. So I recommend you read the first 5 to 10 chapters. If you're interested, keep going. Also, if you like soccer, you're obviously going to like the series a lot more than the average person. Another thing I wanted to say, also, I forgot, the story, not Berserk series, so the story's not going to be anything out of this world. There are some things that are like at least either hinted at or foreshadowed that come back to life. There's one thing that I've been waiting to happen like since it started. That was like 30 chapters ago or something. That's kind of ridiculous. Not ridiculous, but I kind of wish it would happen sooner, but I actually kind of forgot when it happened. But it's something that happens in the manga. Obviously the manga, it's kind of a dumb statement, whatever. Basically something I've been wanting to see happen with one of my characters that at the time was my favorite character. Now he's not at all, because I haven't seen him in a while, but I haven't seen him in a long time. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna keep this a short video, but basically, go into this series expecting just a fun series to read with cool hype moments, questionable dialogue at times, and some really great art. Now, this video, again, is being recorded, on the 15th of 2021, August. Now, I don't know why I said it in that order, but you know what I mean. So, the anime is gonna come out, I'm predicting in like around summer, but I can't really, like summer of next year, so I can't really tell you. But yeah, just like, I'm very excited. I've been waiting for them. I've seen like so many. You probably know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of those announcements, quote unquote, for anime, and they're just like the panels that move and have the voices, and then they have color as well. It's not animation, but it's like, I'll have it on screen. But yeah, that's basically it for the video. Again, if you liked it, let me know what you thought down below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord server, and peace.